I'm Cheng from 8 Smart. Today we're going to talk about Arowana tanning light. Does it work? So before we go into lights, we have to talk about tanning parts. So what's tanning? Tanning is actually the natural process of our body creating pigments to help us protect ourselves from ultraviolet rays, like all humans do that. But animals that have fur, they doesn't need to do that because they have the fur to protect their bodies. So does fishes do that? Actually yes, some of them, not all of them. Fishes that live in open water that are exposed to a lot of sunlight and happen to live near the surface of the water normally have some sort of protection for ultraviolet rays. Fishes like koi or goldfish will turn very pale living indoor without lights and very intense color outdoor. That's the pigment, UV protection pigments doing their work. So does Arowana do that? Yes, they do. Arowana actually live near the surface of the water, so they need to protect themselves from UV. But the problem is the lights. LED lights doesn't generate any UV at all, unless it's a special type of LED that's designed to produce only UV lights. Those are different, but the lights that we use to illuminate our tank normally doesn't produce any UV. The full spectrum white light or the red, green, blue lights, it doesn't produce anywhere near UV rays. So no matter how much you turn on your lights, how many of them you buy, it won't tan your fish at all. It might make them look a bit nicer because the refractive skill, reflecting the colors of the lights. But every time when you turn off the switch of your light, you will notice that your fish isn't that brilliant in color at all. So normally you will need lights that have some sort of UV to tan the fish. Traditional fluorescent light produce some UV, not much. Metal halide will produce more UV. There are also some lights that are made to produce UV, like just like I said, the UV LED, or some fluorescent light that designed to produce UVB for reptiles. But you have to be careful from using that because if you use too much or turn it on for too long a period of time, you might risk damaging the retina of the fish. And another tip for a lot of Arowana keepers is that they get advised to turn their lights on all the time, 24 hours a day, which is something that you doesn't want to do for two reasons. First, that your aquarium will be filled with algae. Algae feed on lights to grow. More lights, more algae. If you turn it on 24 hours, your aquarium will most likely turn green or the wall will be covered by algae and you need to constantly scrape them, which is not something that you want to do. Secondly, if you do use lights that have ultraviolet, the ultraviolet prolonged exposed to ultraviolet for that long will actually damage the retina in the fish of the eye, so it's not advisable. So that's it for today. The tanning lights LED, nah, they do nothing. That's all. Bye.